The name of the facility is the Marshall L. Davis African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. And I'm Marshall Davis. I've been here for the last 42 years. Seen a lot of wonderful things happen. And right now we're celebrating our 50th anniversary along with the Basel period where international artists come here in Miami. And we have our own exhibition, Suns and Shadows, Porch. We're going to have a wonderful time here today.
So I'm asking you to please read Romeo and Juliet by the great English dramatist William Shakespeare and make notes from Monday's class.
My name is Michael Forrest. I'm the co-producer for Romeo and Juliet 4eva and I'm former drama teacher at Haile Selassie High School where this idea came out from us entering a high school competition named Conquering Shakespeare.
People might say Romeo and Juliet being done by black people.
Yes.
Where that? How that come about? Please explain to us how this whole process, this whole project evolved.
I like that question because we were faced with the same challenges and we felt that Romeo and Juliet is probably the most popular love story in the world and Romeo and Juliet could be anybody. It doesn't have to be an Adonis, it doesn't have to be a Caucasian guy. Romeo could be anyone. It could, what happened in the story could happen to any adolescent set of lovers. So we decided to break the glass ceiling and put our youth in front of it as Romeo and Juliet.
So when you say our youth now, which youth specifically are you talking about now?
Dushan Miller from Haile Selassie High School, who I trained for 5 years as an actor, and a girl named Shanice Gowans, also from Haile Selassie, who did my theatre classes for 4 years. We combine them with professional actors, working with professional cinematographers. When you see the film tonight, you will see the evidence of it, right? And the youths were paid handsomely. When I tell you, right now I'm speaking to you, I feel a nice vibes go through.
Yeah, I got chills too.
It's so beautiful. And working along face to face with accomplished professional actors, designers, voice, everything. It was a great experience for our young people. Ages 15 through 17. Wow. They are now in their 20s. Yeah? And they played the role to the hilt. And that is how the movie came about.
Go on now!
Two households both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
Uncle, this is a Montague, our four.
The Conquering Shakespeare competition was put on by TVJ in association with Firefly Films. And they introduced a competition to the high schools that you were to select one of William Shakespeare's 17 plays. Huh? And when you choose it, they give you an abbreviated version because you can't do the whole thing. You were asked, you were challenged to Jamaicanize the characters, the setting, the costumes, but don't touch the language. So we were speaking Elizabethan language in a Jamaican accent. And that was fun. Haile Selassie came second in that competition. And
what year was that?
2018. Okay. 2018. Knox College won it. And they got the trip to England, because that was the first prize to go and participate in a Shakespeare festival in England. But we became first because when Paul Buckner, who is the director for Firefly Films, decided to adapt write a screenplay based on Romeo and Juliet and called it Romeo and Juliet 4eva, we were invited to play the parts and take the whole thing. Because, brethren, it was shot during a summer. He wanted to use students from St. Andrew High School, from St. Jago and other schools. All of those students, some of them come from privileged families, were gone away for the summer. That my youth them is street hustler. Them have to go run star and hustle for the summer. And I'm telling you, it was an amazing summer for us. We used 14 days and shot production over 4 locations. And I thought the work had done, but it just a beginning. It took us 7 years to reach where we are here now. So the release in America is coming through here. I think we did do a film festival somewhere in Washington. So this is where we are with it now. And it's still being shown in London.
So this is the Florida release, the US release, what you call it?
I'd call it the Florida release.
Okay.
I'd call it the Florida release.
Okay.
Paul took it to England and got it released in Brixton, in all the West Indian communities across London, in over 14 cinemas, and the film take off over there. It did so well that the British Parliament adopted it to use among high school students there because they have knife crimes, not gun crimes. And in Romeo and Juliet, even though being a love story, is also very violent. Very, very violent, and there's a lot of, and we use ratchet knife, right? Because we modernize it.
Go on and talk of peace. I hate the word. You rat catcher.
Romeo must not live. Romeo must die.
So stick up in now. So please tell our viewers your association with the Haile Selassie High School in Jamaica.
Honorable, I taught at Haile Selassie High School for 17 years.
Ooh, congrats.
Yes, because I really was trained as a teacher in education, and I taught at many schools. I'd stopped teaching, and there was a famous lady named Claney Barnett.
Oh,
it's a she
her,
who taught me into it. It's a she who taught me into it. She asked me to come and do some workshops, and the workshop wasn't working very well. So I said to her, Claney, in order for this program to work here, you have to go toe-to-toe with them, Utah. So she said, well, let us write a course and let us get the Ministry of Education and the Permanent Secretary to vet it. And that's what we did. And we never looked back from there. At first, drama was treated as a club, a little extracurricular activity. But when the Caribbean Examination Council established theatre as a course that you could sit CXC and pursue in order to pursue courses in communication or law, or just a personal development course for that matter. So I went in there and I wrote the curriculum and the syllabus. Collaborated with the Ministry of Education and the Caribbean Examination Council, and we formed what is called a Theatre Arts course, which lasts from grade 7 straight through to grade 12, sitting in the CXC and CAPE subjects as well. Okay. So the students were exposed to as much aspects of theatre that I could access. Acting, voice, speech, dance, light, sound, construction, everything.
And you did all of that with the minimum funding that I know that school gets? How did you fund all of this?
God is good. And people came forward with gifts, sometimes unexpected, and sometimes it's just passion. The youth themselves. I've come to learn this, Virgil, that when young people want to do something, 99% of their work is done. They will source what you need. They will source what you need. And as we went along, people tried to take a look at us and say, what? The Bob Marley Foundation, I will have to salute. Roots Foundation, I will have to salute, because all those organizations that pump their resources into the school, I employed them. I employed every single one of them, and it worked out for us in every way. Okay. So I took the youths the whole way with it, and Lorna Wainwright was the CEO for Tough Gang, and she opened up a lot for us. And I think we hit our zenith in 2016, which was the 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary, yes.
We were able to get House of Dread, who donated a beautiful plaque for us. We got Ibo Cooper.
Yes.
God bless his name.
God bless his name every time, brother.
Help us to launch the school anthem,
yes.
Learning for Living.
Yes.
And Ibo took us down to Tough Gang studio and single-handedly produced, directed, did everything. When Ibo finished it, you feel like you can't sing, you know. Everybody turned the singer.
I saw you singing with the choir at the 50th anniversary when we had that civic ceremony for His Imperial Highness Prince Haile Selassie.
That's
you
right.
were on the stage singing with the students that school song. I saw you.
Yeah. Well, I immersed myself as a student, you know, because I think one of the best teacher is a student as well. I learned a lot from the young people down there, and I could never man like Ibo come there and I don't try to learn something. It's a fool thing that. So you get involved and you listen and you learn. And you listen and you learn. Yes. So we have been blessed like that.
My child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 16 years.
My love is as boundless as the sea. My love as deep. The more I give, the more I have, for both are infinite.
So thrives my soul.
In the transformation that the government has made, identifying February not as Black History Month anymore, it is now Reggae Month, because it is felt that we can carry our history through the reggae music. And
In Jamaica?
Yes, and so they also decided that they would use it for a time when they would give release of films. 3 films were released during that February. 2 others, one in Oliver Summit and another girl. And we got a release on the 18th of February, sponsored. We got a 350-seat cinema, and everybody came to see it.
February what year?
2025.
Oh, this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and that is and then after we ran for 2 weeks in the cinemas. 2 weeks in the cinemas. And yeah, we struggled to get accepted. But in England, it continues to be like a cult film. And then along comes the Academy Awards for the African Motion Picture Academy Awards, a very prestigious award event that is staged in Nigeria, because people believe that Academy Award only mean American. Then one other thing coming, there's a bigger world outside there. And we were nominated as Best Diaspora Feature Film, along with a film from Brazil and another film from America, and we won.
You know that the Haile Selassie School is very near and dear to our hearts. So now that you have left, when did you leave actually, the school?
I left shortly after the film in 2019. And I went away, I lectured at Exeter for a while in the Performing Arts School there. And I was here for a while too. And then Lorenzo Ellis, who was the principal, called me one day and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "I'm a drama teacher, the guy walk off of the job, you know." And I went back there for 2 years until last year.
Okay.
Yeah? So very, very close. It's our heart.
So my question is, now that you are not there, what happens to drama at the school and those young drama students now who were inspired by this movie?
Yes. A lot of those young people are now in their 20s that I worked with. Some went on to Exeter Performing Arts School and did their degrees, and I know teaching and acting. Okay. Some just did liked it and they didn't really want to do it in that era, but they are very proud of it. And we left a very vibrant performing arts program there established. The Bob Marley Foundation came in and gave us a music room with a whole heap of instruments. We were no longer rehearsing in a little room where mosquito bite you up and rain wet you up, right? So we have left a legacy, and there is a qualified dance teacher there now presenting the course. So it continues to live.
That sounds wonderful, my brother. Congratulations for the work with the school. Congratulations for the work with this movie. And we wish you all the success.
I thank you very much for coming. And I would like to just reinforce that Haile Selassie High School, we are servants. We are servants. And I tell man, say, my initiation exposure to Rastafari as a 17-year-old youth, I never had any idea that it was preparing me for how I was going to serve the king, and how I was going to serve that name. So here I am. My baptismal name is Haile Selassie. I am a servant of the Holy Trinity.
Oh, so you're a member of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church in Jamaica also?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
I'm learning a lot of things that I didn't know today. I'm glad I came.
Forevermore.